By the way, this car won the Race of Champions in 1974 out at the Trenton Speedway. Run as a small block at both Stafford and Thompson in the local area. Now a proud member of the New England Antique Racers Association. So the beautiful number 3, a car of yesteryear, pacing the modified feature event, thanks to Paul Romano out of Mystic, Connecticut. Well, a happy birthday out to Paul Hurd. They say he's 33. Paul, I wouldn't have guessed it. But then again, who knows? Paul, happy birthday. Field is set, 30 laps to distance. Late models waiting in the pit area for their chance in tonight's 20-lap feature event. Again, thanks to the folks at the Porter and Chester Institute. Down the back straightaway, 24 strong, ready to stand tall in this 30-lap feature event. Scott Spaulding trying to get the edge down in the inside of the young rookie. Wanted to be out front at the drop of the green, and as you can see, some of the drivers quick off the throttle, causing a bit of... They trumped the throttle and we're underway. It's a drag race into turn number 1 as Tommy Jensen moves around the outside to go around Scott Spaulding, and Tommy Jensen, in search of his first win here at the Speedway, is the current leader as they work down to complete lap number 1. Tommy Jensen out of Southington, Connecticut, leads Ricky Knapp and Teddy Christopher. Scott Spaulding running in that 4th spot, now make that 5th, as David Gator on the move. Yeah. Looks as though it might be Dennis Gator inside the 54X car, but we've got problems on the backstretch as Bobby Lamphia goes around with car number 8. And we see another car limping up towards the wall. Caution flag coming out. Turn back to action. Dennis Gator returns with the 54X as well. A real battle up front. The heavy hitters are already there and breathing fire. Tommy Jensen has Teddy Christopher as we've got a problem over on the backstretch. Pace on the backstretch. It's going to be all-out war as they come off that 4th turn. Jensen down low. Teddy Christopher up high. Wheel to wheel, they battle as they come off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Again, it's Jensen the inside, Christopher to the outside. A real quick pace being set. And David Gator, car number 27, able to battle into that 3rd spot. Phil Rondo in trouble with car number 8. Bobbles up in turn number 4, heads towards the Widowmaker. Caution flag is being displayed once again with 5. Accelerate, heading into turn 3. Jensen has the edge and we're back to green. Christopher wasting no time, took a peek to the inside, just a bit short with his maneuver, falls back into the runner-up position. Again, it's Christopher charging to the front, testing the inside of that 79 car. Tommy Jensen, Teddy Christopher, David Gator, Mark Lajeunesse, and Chris Jones, fresh off his first win of the year earlier tonight. He'd like nothing better than to pick up back-to-back victories here in modified competition. Dennis Gator appears to have some of the problems squared away on that 54X car, giving it a good run now. But unfortunately, he's at the back end of the pack. The drivers going for those ever-important points, and we have a new leader through the turns. Teddy Christopher powers by on the inside. He opens the door for David Gator, but Gator comes up a bit short, unable to complete the pass. Mark Lajeunesse looks to the outside of David Gator. Around the outside, he looks to take over that 3rd spot. Lajeunesse, definitely the man on the move, as the 33 car is hooked up and flying tonight. Teddy Christopher looking for his second win of the year. It's been a tough season thus far, and Christopher looking to make amends as he once again out front setting the pace. Chris Jones on the move with car number 9, looking to advance to the front as well. Currently being shown in the 5th spot, challenging the 27 of David Gator for position number 4. Ronnie Rocco up to the 6th spot, the halfway marker coming out this time around. The signal means 15 down, 15 to go as Pearl goes around in turn number 4. Caution flag quickly out. Ricky Knapp goes around with the checkerboard 7. Front for quite a while. Let's see if they can hang on to the top positions. Christopher a bit wide opens the door for Mark Lajeunesse, who moves into the number 2 spot. Jensen standing tall on the outside now has to deal with the 27 of David Gator. Tight bunch up front, halfway marker out this time by. Sparks fly, trouble aplenty up front. David Gator bobbles and opens the door for Chris Jones in car number 9. Things happening up front rather rapidly. Problems as David Gator heads to the outside wall and tags the Amco up in turn number 4, bringing out yet another caution flag. We're about to cut him loose once again for a 15-lap dash. They wind him up with the green flag. It's a wild start off that 4th turn. Quick pace with Christopher once again out front and Lajeunesse in hot pursuit. Doesn't take long to the field to stretch it out. Once again, it's Christopher, Lajeunesse, and Jensen. Jones, Young, and Rocco. Problems off turn number 2. Couple of cars into the wall. Contact, from what we could see, didn't. Accelerating through the turn. This time Lajeunesse stays to the outside. Teddy Christopher cuts him a bit short off turn number 4. Sparks fly as Jensen makes contact. Everybody stands on the throttle and we stay under green. Mark Lajeunesse able to hang on, continues to hound the back bumper of Teddy Christopher. Teddy Christopher out front, but Mark Lajeunesse right on his back bumper. Tommy Jensen running in that 3rd spot. Chris Jones runs 4th. 5th is the 31 of Rocco, then it's the 0 of Ricky Young, Randy Sayers, and Danny Galula Jr. in that order. Jerry Pearl on the move with car number 43. Pearl breaks into the top 10 as we've got a problem in turn 4. Close call as Danny Galula Jr. goes around with the 63 car to pick up some valuable track points towards the championship. Once again, it's Teddy Christopher and Mark Lajeunesse. Lajeunesse scurrying around the high side, pulls even through the turns. We've got a challenge for the lead on the backstretch. Lajeunesse on the outside, Christopher down on the inside. About as close as you dare to park in your local grocery store parking lot. These two drivers are racing side by side. That's what you call great open wheel racing here in the modified division. In the meantime, Ronnie Rocco continues his march to the front of the field. He's up to 4th, right behind the 79 of Tommy Jensen. Chris Jones looking to get a spot back. Took a peek to the inside of Rocco, comes up a bit short. Lajeunesse pulling out all the stops, looking to catch the leader. With a win here tonight, Teddy Christopher could help his point standings considerably, as quite possibly he move up at least a spot, moving into the number 4 position. Meanwhile, it's Christopher up front, Mark Lajeunesse, Tommy Jensen, Ronnie Rocco, Chris Jones. Ricky Young, Jerry Pearl, Randy Sayers, Jimmy Broderick, and it looks to be Mark Recaro. 5 to go, being posted from the flag stand. 5 more circuits around the 1/3 mile oval. Christopher appears to be headed to his second victory of the season. Rocco, a problem on the backstretch cost him a spot as Chris Jones takes the position away. And it looks as though Rocco may have run into some type of problem, as Ricky Young now looks to apply the pressure as well. Teddy Christopher looking for a repeat win. It'll be the first repeat in the modified division, as the popsicle sticks do out this time by, signifying his last 2 times around the block.
Next out, white flag. Coming out this time around is Teddy Christopher in the North End Auto Parts. Sponsor number 54 picks up the white flag from Danny Quarterwig. Mark Lajeunesse now running a distant second, being chased down by the 9 of Chris Jones. Jones already picking up 1 feature win tonight as Tommy Jensen goes around on the backstretch. Jensen going around just as the checker flag falls, as Teddy Christopher in the North End Auto Parts. Sponsor number 54 picks up the win. Well, it's Christopher's second win, number 4. White winner down to victory lane. Joe Golis down trackside. He's going to have a word with Teddy Christopher.
Well, the first repeat winner in the modified division this season, our defending track champion, driving the North End Autopod statewide recovery. Matt Service with a smile, sponsored number 54, is down here in victory lane. Chester Institute sponsored 30-lap modified main event. Teddy Christopher came loaded for bear with 2 cars tonight and makes it pay off as he picks up his second win of the year. Teddy Christopher, your second win of the year. You came loaded for bear tonight. You make it all pay dividends and worthwhile. The car is absolutely flying. A couple of times you had Mark Lajeunesse alongside, but you were able just to push a little harder, and here you are in victory lane once again.
Yeah, I was a little slow on restarts, but once it got going, the car really hooked up good. I really like to say thanks for everybody for coming. We really need the money.
You know, you came with 2 cars. You knew you had 2 feature events to run. That's quite an insurance policy when you know you got a spare in the pit area.
Yeah, I really messed up in the first one. You know, the caution come out there, and I hit the guy, so it was a little bit of my mistake and the caution deal. But it's good to come back and win in this one. We've been playing with a lot of different stuff on the car, and it's good to come back and win.
You know, it almost seems you either win or you break. Is that going to be the way for 1993?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I finally won a championship here. I guess it's like checkers or wreckers.
Well, I don't